Now, let's talk about the armor. Okay, I'm going to talk about one part of the armor right now, and that is the shield of faith. Okay, so again, the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen is faith, and faith comes by hearing, and hearing by God. Okay, comes by God. That's the whole. If you do not have God in your life, you're not going to be able to, as Christian believers, you're not going to be able to get here. I'm not talking about the mansion that everybody in the world got. I'm talking about mansions like attached to mansions. I'm talking about like Beyonce type. And she's not even a part of God, but she's a part of the other God, which is Satan. So you know, but her stuff came from the faith that she had within her God. The things that we're going to have that are big comes from the vision that God has given us. There's an instance in the Bible where James was saying, I think it was in chapter 2, James 2 verse 26 is for as the body without spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead. Now, works is not what you do, like as far as walking a lady across the street and you thinking that's about to get you saved. No, no, no. We're not talking about those type of works. We are talking about works of faith. We're talking about, he says that like a body without a spirit. Imagine a body without a spirit. It's just there. It's dead. Faith is the same way. It's just there, dead. If it is not activated, if it is not having works behind it. It can't just sit there alone. Just like the body can't sit there alone. There's something that has to happen with the body for it to be active. It has to be a spirit in the body. It has to be actions behind the faith. What are the actions behind the faith? Hearing, speaking, obeying, and believing. So if you don't have those things, then you don't have faith. I am sorry. You can sit here and say you have faith, but if you're not hearing from God your vision, or you're not seeing from God your vision, then you don't have anything to hope for. And the things that you hope for is coming by God. But in order to get to those big things that you want for yourself, you can't just let it just sit there by itself. You have to put it into work. Now, Jesus used a parable. He said, if you had faith as small as a mustard seed, and you could tell this mountain to move, and it must move. Now, he wasn't talking about a literal mountain. Come on, y'all. He wasn't talking about a literal mountain in a on the ground. No, he was talking about anything that is prohibiting you from getting to this, what you hope for. Okay, because when he gave that parable, it was a man that came to Jesus and wanted him to heal his son. Well, the disciples couldn't heal the son, so the man had to bring him to Jesus. And so the disciples asked Jesus, well, why couldn't we heal the son? And he said, because you don't have no faith. So they didn't have the hope because they didn't hear from God. So they didn't hear from God the hope, which is seeing that demon go. They didn't speak it, they didn't hear it, they didn't obey nothing because there was nothing there. And so when they tried to do it, it didn't work. You can't just be like, I got faith. No, 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 no. If you got faith, you're going to do something about your faith, okay? If you really have faith, that faith is going to come by hearing the word of God in your head. Then you start to walk in it. You don't see it right now, but you're still walking towards it for things that is hoped for. And then once you have a vision of things hoped for, you can't stop there either. You can't just have the vision, because then what's that? Faith without works is dead. So you gotta go beyond that. You gotta speak it. I am gonna have $1,000,000 house. But you can't just speak it in your head. When God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, those were faith words. Because if he didn't believe that there was light, then he would not have said it was light. Even though he did not see the light yet, he still spoke it. So, let there be light. And there was. So you should say to yourself, let there be a mansion. Or let there be whatever God is speaking to you about your current situation, about your future, about whatever aspect of your life, whatever God is speaking to you about giving you hope for, then you should speak it out loud. Then you hear it, you speak it out loud, then God is going to give you direction towards that. You have to obey him. If he say, start this, or write this, or go to that person, we have to be in a place where we can hear from God. Can you hear from God when your mind is cloudy? Maybe. But it's just so much easier to hear from God when you are in a serene place and you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because the spirit of evilness and the spirit of God cannot dwell in the same place. You're going to have to get rid of some stuff in order to hear God, in order to get your hope, in order to get the substance, in order to get a vision of things hoped for. Then once all that happens, it says that it's a shield. Faith is a shield. So you have the shield. You sit there and let the shield just sit here like this in battle when they're fighting and there's things coming against them. They're going like this. So when somebody tell you you can't have that house, or you can't have what God has, you speaking that God giving you, you can't have that. Oh yes, I can. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This is your shield, the shield of faith. You don't let it just sit there and hang there. In the battle, do they sit there and let it hang there? Again, no. Use it, but you may be able to quench the fiery darts of Satan. He's gonna try to come against you once you. This is a promise. Satan is gonna come against you when you get the substance of things hoped for coming by hearing from God. Then once you speak what you heard from God, hear, speak, any mountain will be moved out your way to make clear path to your destiny. But Satan will come against you, and you need the shield of faith to protect your substance seed, to protect your destiny and vision, to protect the word that God gave you for your vision. You're going to need the shield of faith. The shield of faith is once that devil comes to you, you say, I can do all things, and I can do this, and I can do this, and he gave me this vision, and you can quench all, not some, but all the fiery darts of hell. Hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, please just leave a comment, and I'll be happy to answer them. I hope I didn't leave anything out, but I have to go, and I hope, pray, you guys receive faith today. And I ain't talking about the faith that is dead. I'm talking about the active faith where you see something from God, you speak it, you hear it, you obey Him, and then everything will be made possible for you then. If He gives you a destiny, He shows you your destiny, you speak it out, this is my destiny. You heard it first from God, then you spoke it out. Then He tell you to do this towards your destiny. You obeying Him towards your destiny. Then, and you use your shield of faith to take away the fiery darts of Satan. Then what do you have to lose? I mean, whatever He promised you is going to come true. So if you use the works of faith, I have to reiterate that you do not put action towards your faith, it ain't gonna happen. It's like a dead body. You got the faith, you got the substance of things hope for. It's just sitting there. But you didn't hear it, you didn't speak it, you didn't obey what God was saying, and you didn't walk in it, and you didn't pray. Pray, 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 pray. This is the last thing I got to talk about. Pray. Okay? When you get your vision, pray. Then God's going to give you your vision. When you pray, then see, prayer is the inner lining in between all this stuff. Once you get the simple things hope for, pray. So when you see that destiny, pray, God, this is what I want to do. This is what you said. This is what you gave me a vision for. Pray, and then He's going to start. You're going to be hearing from Him, and He's going to be giving you direction. Then you pray on that, on the direction. Then He's going to make it clear for you in the direction to move. This is the works. Hope you got it. Bye.